Hey guys, welcome back to Fugimatic Men podcast. I'm Joey. I'm the only one who didn't black out last weekend, so let's go ahead and kick this off.
Oh, yeah. That's true. 2/3 of us did black out.
This is awkward.
Sorry, Mom.
I just have to say, don't play dice game. That's all.
It's 3-man. Don't play 3-man. It's dangerous.
I win. I told you guys. That's the only reason why I'm playing. I don't trust dice games.
Whatever. You've been around the block a few times. Me and Mason are new to this thing.
This thing they call dice games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big news in sports the past couple days. Saints got screwed. Patriots paid off the refs. Melo should just go ahead and retire because he's washed. And Steph forgot how to dunk. Did y'all see that?
I think none of that is true.
You think none of that was true?
Yeah, just so I can go against the grain.
Okay, well, fuck you. So yeah, those are the four big things that we're going to be talking about today.
Did you see the all those videos with the Patriots and the refs?
Yeah, there was a video of the ref coming up to Tom Brady and saying, "Hey, I got your back," and then the very next play was that play when he got called for offsides when Tom threw the pick.
Yeah.
But he was offside.
Sure. It was just the coincidence of the ref coming up and saying, Hey Tom, I got your back.
Yeah.
And then the very next play, they got called for offsides. He was offsides.
Yeah.
He definitely lost it for him.
He single-handedly took them out of the Super Bowl.
But what about that no call?
In the Saints game?
Mm-hmm.
Holy hell. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
There's not really much to say. It was the worst no call in NFL history. So.
And Des caught it.
Yeah, and Des caught it.
Corona gets its
2019, January in 2019, and Des still caught it.
Bingo
bongo.
No, but did you see the also the Madden replay or whatever? Did you see that on Twitter?
Someone did it like
someone did a simulate or not a simulation, but they played it the same play on Madden and they took him out and the refs called it a PI.
It's like it's so easy.
Yeah,
it was like even Madden got the call.
That's brutal.
What do y'all think about? What do you think with the fans and all the petitions that are going out? And I heard the Saints may have been filing like a lawsuit.
What?
Yeah, I saw it on TMZ this afternoon. I don't know if it was actually a lawsuit or not.
That's where I get all my sports news.
Yeah, exactly. TMZ Sports.
What would end up being pretty crazy is if like the refs actually were paid off. Like there was a NBA ref who was working with the mob a long time ago, and then he got caught up and went to prison. So stuff does happen. It'd be crazy if like something like that happened today.
Yeah.
You would think they'd try to cover it up a little bit better, but
yeah. I don't know. I think the Patriots won fair and square, if we all hate to say it. I mean, it sucks, but
yeah.
In overtime, it just was what it was. We could call the plays ahead of the game, but the defensive coordinator just wouldn't.
We were both calling as they were happening, before they happened.
Yeah, we knew what was going on.
Like Gronk, we said Gronk's up top, and then he ran a little slant. Safety didn't drop over.
In playoff overtime games, Tom Brady is also 3-0, and the other team didn't even touch the ball. So it was it was kind of bound to happen.
Oh yeah, it was for that game. It was gonna be whoever won the coin toss.
Big facts.
Out of the four teams,
when it got down to overtime.
Out of the four teams, like the four quarterbacks that were on the postseason last week, Tom Brady's the one nobody wants to face. He's just been there so much.
Oh yeah, especially in that position.
Go ahead.
Oh, did y'all see the thing with Drake in his shirt? It had Rams. Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like, imagine being able to like force two championship playoff games and to put them in an OT.
Well, he's the reason why Alabama lost in the
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, his power is so strong. Someone had to lose.
Whoever Drake goes for, it's an immediate loss for them.
Kentucky.
So, yeah, Kentucky.
Everybody.
Bama,
everybody.
Yeah. He's like the
Raptors.
Oh yeah, Raptors. Yeah.
He's like the octopus that used to pick World Cup winners.
Yes. Never.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
kind of like the puppy that always picked was it the Super Bowl winner? I don't know. That's me. But He can be halfway right. That puppy.
Yeah.
You'll have no idea what I'm talking about?
Nope.
No.
Oh, well, this is awkward.
Right over there.
This is very awkward. Well, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was talking about 5 or 6 people, and each one said it was like the most disappointing NFC, AFC championship games because all their teams lost.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that just wanted it to be the
There was like
Saints and the Chiefs.
a lot of people wanted the Rams, so the Saints to win, and of course the Chiefs to win because
Where we are.
you're a Patriots fan or you just absolutely hate the Patriots. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Zealand went to the Colts Chiefs game, the playoff game.
Did they really?
Yeah, and he flexed on everybody with his tech, his Patty Holmes
Yeah, he did.
jersey.
What a guy!
Yeah.
What a guy! Joey,
And
why do
then-
you look all lost?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I'm fine. I'm just chilling.
Okay.
I know you know what it is.
I'm
just
not
chilling.
thinking about Big Chungus.
It's Big Chungus, and nobody's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Dude, if you
Inside
don't know
joke.
what Big Chungus is, neither do we.
Joey saw this stupid video on Instagram, and he's just been yelling. It's not even gonna make sense.
We'll put the link in the description. Let's put that
Oh
It's-
God, dude.
Because I mean, this
I
is
wasn't
kind of my
thinking
fault for even bringing it up. Because even before we started this podcast, we should have said, "All right, Joey, get it out."
I wasn't even thinking about it
Yeah,
until you
and then-
said, "Why do you look lost?" And you said, "You know what it is."
It's because
now I'm
it's
thinking
because your
about
mind
Big
was
Chungus.
floating around. You were thinking about it.
I was not. I was just.
Your mind was trying to pick something funny to say, and all it could come up with was fucking Big Chungus.
I wasn't thinking about anything to say. I don't have anything to say about these sports. They turned out the way they did, and it sucks. And I think overtime's going to get kind of fiddled with in the future.
You were
Always.
mad.
Well,
We
there
were
after
both super heated.
I'm
that
still
Pats
a little
game.
salty about the way it turned
Which
out,
one?
but it is just what it is. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing that really should have gone differently. Like, the guy should have lined up onside, and the game would have been over. That's the really only like controversial thing that
and
happened.
the Saints and Rams game, dude, the refs aren't gonna admit it until the Super Bowl's like over with. So
The refs like association
already
came
admitted.
out and said that something should have been called there, either like targeting because he hit like a defenseless
player.
receiver,
Yeah.
or pass interference, but something hadn't been called. And then my other two things, just Melo needs to retire.
I don't know. I think he's good for the NBA,
I don't know. I don't like Melo.
but he also has had a good career, and it's definitely like the longer he's in, it's kind of like Brett Favre. Like you don't hear about him being a third stringer at the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
So he's kind of getting in that point where he's like, oh, okay.
He's not like
Time to go.
ridiculously old. He's just not willing to change with the times, like the way things are going in
The
basketball.
positionless basketball.
Boom. Exactly.
He needs to go start a basketball camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to go play overseas for a couple of years, get
Mhm.
the rest of his juice out of him, and then just
Play in
start
China,
doing,
make millions of dollars.
and just start doing like, oh, someone in China will pay him a
That's what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
money.
It's millions of dollars.
And then there's Steph. Stephen Curry.
slipped.
He slipped as going up for a dunk.
There could be definitely more involved with that, though. I think
mean,
I'm gonna blame it on the guy that wipes the floor.
sure.
That guy needs to lose his job. Like now.
Whoa. That's a hot take.
He's got one
buddy.
job, dude.
Maybe he
So does
did
the
it as
defensive
fast as
end.
he could, and they
What?
he saw.
Yeah.
So does that
It's true.
defensive end who lost the game for the Kansas City Chiefs. He
No,
had
that's what
one
we said.
job.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hey, you can get fired in that and have the contract on the line, but that guy probably gets paid, I don't know, $15 an hour to go wipe the floors, and someone slipped
15?
off of it, and it's his fault.
Almost the worst part about that play was that he got the ball back in the corner.
And then tried
and
to
then
hit that-
airballed.
Yeah, then airballed.
That's the worst part because we don't expect Steph to dunk, but
Yeah.
he should definitely not be an air.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, yeah, mistakes happen on breakaways.
Yeah.
We've seen many times that people either miss the dunk or even hits the rim off a
Mhm.
dunk, slips. A lot of things happen during those times because people aren't really paying attention to what's going on in the court or whatever. Because, I mean, it's you in the ball, or you in the court, or you in the, whatever. What's it
The
called?
rim?
The rim? Yeah, the rim.
There it is.
The basket.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
that-
will.
Yeah. It's
The
just you and
bucket?
him, so you're really not paying attention to much anything of that. But, I mean, I've never seen Steph airball. Ever.
I've seen him, but it's rare. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't happen.
Yeah, he literally got the ball, Joey, went around to the corner, popped it. He's wide open, and just airballed it.
You could just tell it messed with him.
It was awkward.
I love high school basketball.
Me too.
Joey, I know you had one big sporting event that happened tonight or today.
What happened today?
I honestly have no idea.
You texted us about it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Big, actually. I'm actually really happy. It's hard.
You talk about this guy all the time.
Okay, let's just put this out. Mariano Rivera, the greatest closer of all time and probably of all time to come as well, and got into the Hall of Fame today. First ballot, unanimous, 100% vote, no problem. And that's I think it's the first time that somebody's gotten 100% of the vote on their first ballot.
It was the first unanimous vote, which is huge.
It's a big deal. But if anybody deserved it, he did. He was likable on and off the field. He was just lights out. He of course had a couple bad games here and there, but you take his career as an average, he was lights out. If there was it's like Tom Brady. If there's anybody you want to come in at the end of the game and just finish it out, and the other team did not have a prayer, it was Mariano Rivera, no doubt. Like,
I had to do it too.
I was a Rangers fan. I've been a Rangers fan my whole life, and there were so many times in either a wild card playoff or a playoff game. It was like the end of a series, and they're up by 1 run, and we have 2 men on base, and it was just like, oh, and out of the bullpen, Mariano Rivera, and you pretty much are just like, all right, grab the pillows, turn off the TV, it's done.
Yeah,
because it's just over. He threw a cutter, like a version of a fastball that moves a little bit, and he would throw 3 changeups in an entire season, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Those are the only things he threw, and he was disgusting. Like, you just couldn't touch it. So
he didn't even have a heater?
A cutter's a fastball, so it was all like 92. It wasn't like scorching, but it was.
It moved too much.
It didn't move a ton. It moved probably 3 inches, but it was just corner.
3 inches
inside.
3 inches in a bullpen can really change the difference.
Yeah, that's true. But for the most part, with the way the ball moves in the MLB right now and how it's been, it's just there's just nothing like it's not like it's not excitingly large movement. It's pretty normal movement. But the problem was it was bottom left corner, inside up corner, and then
they got him catching,
and then it was
looking
right at the top of the strike zone, strike 3, boom, gone, out of the inning. And you're like, well, that was just as dramatic as I expected.
He was like the Tom Brady or Michael Jordan of baseball,
just in
terms of clutch.
Yeah, he was the guy you wanted to come in and save the game.
Yeah, well, that's awesome.
He would throw 3 outs at most. He would come in, light it up, and that was it.
That's got to be like one of the biggest honors to be unanimously voted into the Hall of Fame
of any kind.
Of anything.
He ruined my childhood, and I cried when he retired. That's how great he was.
You could probably count on like one hand how many times Joey's cried.
And one of them had to be
Paul Walker.
He also snapped his ACL and came back and then finished out a season and retired. So it was like a big deal, and it was really special.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That is pretty dope.
Kind of reminds me of, I know I keep relating these things back to basketball. That's just what I know. But like Kobe, he tore his Achilles in a game and then shot 2 free throws instead of like everybody else would just leave. Yeah. Some people are just cut different, and that's why they're so great, you know?
But still, at the end of the day, fuck A-Rod.
So moral of the story is
fuck A-Rod.
The Yankees still suck, but Mariano Rivera will always be the GOAT.
Bingo.
That's awesome.
I agree. Like, let's go back to the thing. Like, what is y'all's like greatest achievements? Not like what do you think would be like the greatest achievement in your life like you would go into? Does that make sense? I don't know
if I'm making
sense.
Career or just life in general.
Or just in general. Like if you had the chance of winning a award or something, what would it be? Like what would be your greatest award that you could have ever like received?
Dang, that's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. I just want to keep you thinking.
Is this like in my life currently, or like my dream life?
Something that's actually attainable?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Unrealistic.
Well.
Or realistic or unrealistic, I would say. Because, can you win the MVP of the NBA Finals?
No.
I guess that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. That's so.
So what's
my thing is? I'll probably be named like best editor in the what do you call it? The Oscars. I couldn't even think of an Academy Award. That would be pretty cool though. Like think about it. Like your whole profession, you've worked your whole entire life to do exactly what you want to do, and you achieve the greatest of that year.
I guess it's hard for me to fathom like playing in the NBA, but so probably just like
playing,
being drafted. Yeah.
For me, the highest achievement in any sports game ever would be throwing a perfect game in a World Series.
That'd be dope,
dude.
In a World Series.
In a World Series because it's just, I don't know if it's been done since has it been done? I don't know. A guy in the 50s did it for the Yankees. Fucking asshole.
Of course, Yankees.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Holy
I don't know.
Well then, damn, mine's getting a triple double, game 7, buzzer beater, and then winning MVP.
Oh, speaking of triple doubles, Luka Doncic.
Oh yeah,
second youngest player ever with a triple double.
Second teenager. It's another Sports Center fact.
Well, I mean,
no, it is. It's still the youngest. I'm just saying he's a teen. He could have been 20.
He ain't no teenager though.
Who?
Luka, if he's 20, getting it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But
19.
he's a second. Never mind.
He's the second oldest. Yeah, I got that.
And he's 19.
Yeah, he's the second teenager to ever get it.
Okay. All right. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, we are.
I think we're on the same.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Well, I feel like I have to go higher than mine.
Nah, dude. It's settled. We moved on already.
Damn.
Yeah,
yours
sorry.
is the worst. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Quick side note. I saw that. You're just scrolling through YouTube sometimes and like a random video pops up out of nowhere.
One that's not the norm.
Yeah. And it was 50 cal versus like bulletproof glass.
I bet you it was Demolition Ranch, no doubt.
And he shot it with a 9mm, hit it in the top right corner, and then shot it with a 50 cal, and it still didn't shatter. It was a small little box.
Yeah.
Like a 50 cal. Like it was on a table like this, and it was over there on one side. He shot it, it flipped over, and then made the table buckle.
Yeah.
And it still was like intact. It was
Was it a handgun or a rifle?
It was a sniper.
Oh right, it was like an M87 or something.
It was insane. It was
50
like
cal Barrett.
Barrett generally.
Barrett 50 cal.
I mean they have a
Modern Warfare 2.
They've
go Russ.
They have Serbus and stuff like that. There's other 50 caliber rifles, but obviously not many because it looked so huge and
the big
impractical generally.
I didn't want to.
You know what I'm talking about? The big square on the end.
Oh yeah, the muzzle brake. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Muzzle brake.
That's what it had, and I didn't want to say that it looked like the Barrett 50 cal because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I think I know
it wasn't me that brought it up.
I think I know the channel that you're talking about, and it's. I think he has 2 different Barretts.
I have in fact given this man a hefty donation for being subscribed.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh.
He used to do 50 cal Friday. This shit was cool.
It was awesome.
He had a Desert Eagle and a Barrett, and he would just go off on Fridays.
Do you remember that Russian dude?
Awesome.
Crazy Russian?
I forgot his name, but he would always pull out he would do like crazy guns. He was a YouTuber. I forgot his name.
I don't know, man.
Something Russian.
FPS Russian?
Yeah, that guy. Was that his name?
I think so.
Yeah. Let me fact check. That guy was awesome. He used to do oh
no, actually it's not, but I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's done some pretty wild shit.
I honestly can't say that I've watched a gun.
It was FPS Russia.
YouTube
really?
video.
Yeah.
Nice.
He used to do all the Modern Warfare 2 guns and stuff.
Yeah.
He did one with Dragon's Breath. You ever watched that guy?
No.
That guy was awesome.
I'm serious. I don't think I can say I've watched a gun video on YouTube besides with Joey or Paul. Shout out Paul
from work. You watch videos with Paul?
Yeah, he on Saturdays after 10:30 or so when no one's come in, we're already done all the washes and we're just sitting there waiting for noon. He'll just put on some random videos. He watched the
Hickok 45 here.
No. No, his videos don't have commentary to them. It's just someone.
Of course they don't.
It's just him watching someone shoot a gun.
It's the 7 hours of watching a guy build a mud hut.
I'm telling you, on one of these videos, it's just him unloading gun, like doing like kind of showing it to the camera, loading the gun back up, shooting it, unloading, loading, shooting it, and then goes, or he's like, hey Samantha, or like his daughter comes up, he goes, come shoot this, and he's like, oh, I'm kind of nervous, and then she shoots it. Like that was the whole premise of the video, a solid 8 or 9 minutes, and he watched the whole thing. Didn't fast forward once. And on top of that, there was a 13 minute video of the greatest rat trap of all time.
Oh,
I don't know if do you know what they're talking about, like the premise of it? So it's usually like a 5-gallon bucket of it used to be filled with paint, you know, those like big gallon bucket, a big 5-gallon bucket.
Home Depot bucket.
Yeah, Home Depot bucket. That's a good way to put it. Well, they put that, and they put a stick with 2 usually like aluminum cans or something. Yes, no?
Yeah, aluminum cans.
Aluminum cans. Yeah, you know what aluminum cans.
Yeah, I know those things.
Put 2 things, keystones on it, and then you go to But then they put a plank, like a 2x4, up, and it's like kind of angled. And he watches this video for 13 minutes straight of a rat almost getting up there and falling into the pit for 13 minutes until the last 30 seconds where the rat actually fell into the pit, and he watched the whole thing.
I mean, that's got to be pretty satisfying to wait 13 minutes.
It's a lot of edging,
13. Man. You're just riding the wave the whole time. Yeah. And at the very, you're just like, oh!
Oh, he almost fell.
The whole time. Like, he just, like, gets there, and then he kind of trips, and then he just, like, goes back down, and then you see the rat come back in after, like, 20 seconds in the frame, and then it just...
There were some parts in that video where the rat wasn't in the frame.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
a solid, like, 10, 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, and every time the rat leaves the frame, it's just basically like you're looking at a picture of a bucket, so...
Yeah, no, the whole entire time, yeah. The whole entire time. And we watched the whole entire thing.
You watched it with them? What does that say about you, Mason?
I was bored.
You were that bored.
What was I supposed to do?
Get on your phone, you weirdo.
Hi.
No one's up at noon. I love it.
Hi, my name's Mason Shank. My ideal date is sitting alone at CC's watching 20-minute long videos on YouTube where mostly nothing happens.
Okay, I watched.
Where mostly nothing happens.
Give me the benefit of the doubt. I watched from like minute 6 on, because I was like, you were like getting
That's
to the point.
Still over half, bro.
No, it isn't.
You watched 6 minutes. It's 13. That's 7 minutes.
Oh, the very end was very satisfying.
I'm sure it was.
I called him out on it.
Imagine
I was
how satisfying it was for Paul, though. Full 13.
That's a good point.
He'd been edging for a whole 6 minutes before you showed up.
Yikes. Well, because I just like didn't know what to do, and then he was like, I was like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Oh, greatest mouse rap trap," and then it just kept going. I kept watching, and then the mouse showed up, and I was like, "Oh, he's about to fall in."
Psych.
And then psych.
10 minutes later,
and like he doesn't touch the mouse, like the actual mouse, the computer mouse. He doesn't touch it until, so I don't know how much time is left on the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there like, oh, is he gonna fall in? Nope. So maybe that's what he was doing. He just didn't know how much time was left in the video. Because if it was me, I definitely would have went all the way to the end when I realized what was going on.
That's what everybody would have done.
But I didn't know what or when it was going to, because he never, like, I didn't know how much time was left in the video. So I sat there and waited for 6.5 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, I got it. Oh, there you go. Oh no, and there he goes. And then 20 seconds later, he's back with vengeance, and then eventually he falls in, and that was it. He just falls in, video ends, ads and everything.
Should we be scared about who we're living with, Joey?
I don't know, man. There's way weirder things out there to be watching, to be honest.
Like the other night when he was on the couch.
Oh, dude. Brutal.
Wait for it.
I just don't want to talk about it. I thought y'all were with me on that one. No, it was just me watching. Okay,
it was just you, buddy.
Well, there's another one.
I would just look over my shoulder every once in a while to stay pumped up for the game. I was like,
I kept my distance.
Mason,
over there.
you still in there? Yeah. I'm gonna go to my room now.
Do we want to talk about The Bachelor, or do we just want to leave it?
oh, dude.
Yeah, I do, honestly, because so you know when we were talking about like this show isn't for them, it's for us and the drama in it.
Yeah.
Well, I went up and talked to Ellie and Lauren about it. Lauren is Joey's girlfriend, Riley's sister. So
Shout out.
her. But I went over to their house and I was just like, yo, like, because they were mad that Hannah B got a rose.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, oh, she sucks. I hate her. Whatever. Oh, spoiler. Sorry. I hope you'll.
Shit.
Okay, but
Sorry,
really,
guys.
if you haven't watched,
It's
The
Friday.
Bachelor, if you haven't watched it by Friday, like,
yeah.
I don't really care.
It's what,
at
5
this
days?
point. Yeah,
5-day rule.
and 5 days for TV shows.
We don't do 6 months. It'll be over.
Yeah.
It'd be over
Because
so
that's what we said.
you already knew
6
who'd
months
win
for the
by that
movies.
time.
We'd be 2 episodes into the next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were all mad that Hannah B got a rose, and was it Kaylin? Is it Kaylin? her name? Miss North Carolina.
I'm Team Kaylin.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Definitely.
I think they're also Team Kaylin. That's why they weren't happy when Hannah B got one. But like, think about it. Like, this show ain't for the girls. No,
This is for
you have
America.
8 weeks to say that you love someone. After 20 other girls are saying that they love someone too, the same guy,
Yeah.
and they're talking mad about what? And they're talking mad about like another girl who's fighting over the same guy that they're fighting over. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This is for us. This is all for us. We all know what the producers are trying to do. He'll keep the 3 or 4 that he's already knows that he's probably going to keep to the final 4, and the rest is just for the drama.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
And
like,
if you don't think that,
you're just blinded by the Bachelor. They're doing their job right. I
You are
guess.
mad gullible.
Let's be
that's all.
honest. They do this every season. So the only reason why Demi's here.
And it's
Oh,
season
yeah.
26.
'Cause
Oh yeah, that's the
she's
only reason why she's
insane.
there.
Literally spanked him. If I got spanked, ever actually, unless it was like just like fucking around, just got smacked on the ass, like that'd be funny. But he got blindfolded and spanked in a very dark room somewhere in a mansion by this girl. Why is she still around?
Maybe he has a kink for crazy girls.
I hope so. That'd be a big twist.
Can we also just talk about how they put so much emphasis on like how he's a virgin? I don't know. Did we already talk about this?
Mm-mm. We even talked Bachelor at all.
No, we have. I don't know. Maybe we haven't.
Not on the podcast.
Yikes. Okay. Well, they put a lot of emphasis. If you
I
haven't
know
seen
this because
if you haven't seen it, they put so much emphasis of him being a virgin. But I think we're all in agreement in this podcast that by mid-season,
I don't
He
think he's a
might-
virgin now.
oh yeah, for sure not.
And after
But-
he stretched
yeah,
that
it's already
girl
over.
out, holy hell.
When? Oh yeah.
This shit's already over.
There's no way. He's not a virgin.
Yeah, no, not at all. I'm just saying during the season, like of us watching, I say give it like episode 6.
How if you're a virgin, how do you sit around all of these girls and not have sex with one of them?
You jerk.
Doesn't make any sense.
You just jerk off so much.
It just doesn't seem worth it.
He's got subscriptions to every website we can think of.
I don't. Is it like a religious?
No,
Nah, it's he's just waiting for the one.
he's waiting to be in love.
Yeah, that's it. Waiting for to be in love.
no
fucking-
way. This
Okay,
dude's
but
a virgin,
There's a
bro.
girl on the other side that hasn't even been kissed.
Dude, that's what I was about to talk about. They did her so dirty. Why couldn't they just do the LA thing? Like, if she doesn't have a job, do the LA thing and just say you're an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah.
But like,
Wasn't her
dude,
job-
they did her so
but
dirty.
her occupation has never been kissed.
So every single time that it brings up her, it's like, oh, name, hometown, the occupation, never been kissed. So now everyone knows every single time that this woman has never been kissed. And it was funny because on yesterday's show, it was like they had like a one-on-one day, but they had like a bunch of kids too. And one of the kids was like, she's like maybe 5, 6 years old, and she's like, I've had my first kiss. I was like, oh,
Oh, I didn't
You
even
just called
connect
her-
this
You didn't even
to.
connect it? Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, damn. You just did one of the 30-year-olds that are in the mansion dirty.
Have y'all seen the video? There's like a TLC. Y'all know TLC, right?
Yeah.
There's like a
Do we?
TLC.
Tender loving care.
There's like a.
Is that what it... That's not what it actually means. No? Yes?
That's what
No?
I don't
Is
know.
that
if
what the
that's
abbreviation
I
is?
don't know if that's what like the TLC network channel stands for, but I know that TLC is
Oh,
generally
okay.
tender loving care.
Anyway,
Sorry.
there's a show on TLC, and it was about like this couple. They never kissed before. I guess they were waiting for marriage for that too.
Mm.
And then they did on like when they got married.
Girl Defined.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was terrible. So I think you should kiss somebody at least. Just get some practice in.
I can't get behind TLC
is on pictures
shows unless it's like Say Yes to the Dress.
It was
kind of like it.
I don't watch TLC.
Yeah, it's not like
don't paint me out to look like I'm just sitting here watching TLC every night.
Are you kidding
saw
me?
a clip like on Twitter a couple years ago.
Hey, we remember on Sunday, was it Sunday, Monday, we were watching TLC and what were we watching? What show was that?
I don't know, Joey. Do you
It was on
remember what show that was?
HGTV. It was Flip or Flop.
No. The TLC, the one that we were watching as a group, and we were all confused the whole entire time.
Sister Wives.
Sister Wives.
Sister Wives.
That was on.
Okay,
What was that on?
If you have watched that,
Discovery? I don't know.
if you were listening to this podcast and you have watched that, Venmo me a cent and tell me what the hell is going on, because we have no idea.
It was.
It's the most vague shit ever.
Yeah, they just drop you into it.
Yeah.
I don't even.
I'm
know.
starting a business. I'm not going to tell you my business plan.
No, it's
Drama.
The family has all these businesses, and you're like,
Wow,
what?
okay,
What
cool.
businesses? Why do you have 4 houses?
No. They're businesses, but I have
No
no
one
idea
knows.
what the
Yeah, they
premise
don't
of the
talk about
business
it.
is.
It took us 30 minutes after she said, like, after they initially introduced the fact that she needed to have a business plan for this business she was starting because she
After
needed to
30
start a
minutes.
business.
Yeah.
It was 30 minutes later, like 18 minutes of commercials later, she said bed and breakfast. And you're like, oh, thank Christ, I can go to bed now.
Bed and breakfast. Next episode.
Bread and breakfast. Bread and breakfast.
Bread and breakfast.
The whole idea of polygamy is so strange to me.
Polygamy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is
I'm salty, dude.
what is it?
So if you say something needs like a little TLC, tender loving care,
Yeah.
TLC stands for the Learning Channel.
I'm not learning.
Oh.
I didn't learn anything in that show.
We don't know if it was on TLC.
Yeah, that's true. You can't do them like that.
So
I was pretty sure.
I don't know, man. Unless you can
Joey,
pull it up.
can you fact check me?
Yo,
To
Jamie.
see- Yo, Jamie, can you pull that up real quick? Pull up Sister Wives on TLC. Jamie.
They're in Las
Nothing?
Vegas. It
Nothing?
says,
I still need to listen to that podcast.
dang.
Which one?
Joe Rogan.
You haven't listened to one?
I've never listened to Joe Rogan podcast.
It's just a little too long.
I just always forget about it.
Well,
Dude,
and
what the
when
heck?
you do remember it, there's like 30 minutes left and you're going to bed. So you're just
Yeah.
like,
When do you listen to podcasts?
work.
Yeah.
It's on
Yeah.
TLC.
Only time I
It
really
was on
have
TLC.
time.
It was on TLC.
Boom. See, the Learning Channel, and we learn nothing in that.
Yeah.
So
I learned
y'all
that
might need to
polygamy's
come up.
weird.
TLC, y'all might need to come up with a better like slogan or
Having
know.
one extra wife is one thing, but having 4?
Where do you
Total?
draw the why? Why do you
Wait,
draw the
why?
line there?
Wait, what?
How does he handle 4 different women?
But you're saying having 2 would be better.
It's one thing. People have side hoes all the time.
But that's not a wife. Side
Yeah.
hoes are different than having 2 wives.
I'm just saying people do it. People like that's a more one wife, 2 wives is way more reasonable than 4 or 5.
Who's the soccer player who just entered a civil union with 2 wives?
Oh,
You should know. You know him. Oh, shit.
I was the thing that caught up to my mind was in court El Chapo's mistress was like
I saw that.
he was just going, or she was going off like telling all his secrets and stuff, and
saw-
the wife didn't say a damn thing. I was like, dang, that wife is loyal as hell. That mistress though,
Here
you
you
picked
go.
the wrong one.
I saw a tweet that says like she's gonna be dead tomorrow.
Yeah, most likely.
Mason.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that because it's 100% true.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
He has 2 wives now. Interesting.
Happened
See?
last summer.
See, 2 wives.
Maybe 2
That's a
summers
futsal
ago.
god right there.
People can do 2 wives. It's 4.
I'm
3 and up is just like
just
cut it off.
I
just
find-
because of I'm with Joey on this one. Just because I'm not gonna say 4 wives is worse than 2 wives, just because based on my morals, you should only have 1 wife.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Pretty sure that's what you said.
Katie, you're the only one for me, okay?
Hey Jamie, pull up 5 minutes
But
ago.
where's the but?
No, but listen, no, that's not what I meant. One wife. Everybody should have one wife. Polygamy is wrong.
Or husband. Don't count anybody out.
Oh yeah, or husband. Sorry guys. Everybody should have one partner.
Boom.
Any more than one partner is bad. But
Hey, there's a but.
But is it not more reasonable to think about handling the situation?
That's a lot of money on rings.
Yeah. But one extra ring is a lot cheaper than 2 or 3 more. You see what I'm saying?
Kate's
You
got a
can't
point.
argue with my logic.
I'm thinking, God damn, I'm going to get shit on so hard for this. Oh,
Just say it. Now, we all got to know now.
oh, jeez. This is bad. I
I'll
don't
cut
want
it, I'll
anybody
cut
to
it.
say
I'll cut it out.
that I said that. No, you will not.
Psych.
That's why I'll cut it out. Makes it in every podcast. It's because he never cut it out. I don't want anybody to say that I'm calling women dogs because it's not the comparison I'm making here.
Oh,
But I'm
my God.
saying, like, when you own multiple dogs, when you have one dog, it's fine. And it's a big adjustment to have a wife or whatever. When you have 2, it's manageable. Like you said, it's not that bad. When you get 3, it's fucking all bets are off. And then 4 is just worse.
Yeah, exactly.
It just like gets exponentially shittier.
I don't know why I'm going to try and argue with your dog argument, but I'm just going to because I want to keep this conversation going.
Go for it.
I think your reasoning depends on the size of the lot you have. If you have 4 dogs and you have 3 acres,
Okay,
I did
I got
have a good
one.
time.
I got one. I got this.
Okay.
I got
but
this.
there's 5 dogs in a 2,000 square foot lot, you're just like, yeah, you're right.
Roommates.
So if you space them out,
So you're saying you need a ranch so you can have all your wives?
Well, they did that on
now
the
we're
show.
talking
They
Colt.
They had a cul-de-sac.
They did have a cul-de-sac on the
Oh.
show. What about roommates though? You can handle 1 roommate. That's easy. 2, that's okay. 3, the dishes start piling up. 4, there's trash and like blood and food all over the walls.
There's blood on the walls?
I don't know. So it gets crazy with 4
You never
roommates.
know.
Nobody
Yeah.
told me about this. I
new
don't know what
zombies
y'all do
map.
here when I'm not home, but it sounds it sounds like I'm the least of y'all's worries right now. There's like poop and fucking blood everywhere.
Blood from all the noobs we're slaying.
Oh,
God.
shit.
Yeah, those legendary grizzlies.
Oh, no.
That's the name of the podcast.
That's-
Oh no,
Hey,
Joey.
Caden, what'd you do today? Oh, I went hunting. Oh, really?
You catch anything good? You kill anything good? Catch anything?
God.
Gotta catch them all.
That was the best thing I've ever like come at Joey with. Was
What?
my legendary grizzly
I
bar.
was speechless.
I-
Yeah, Joey had nothing to say. He was just like, "Are you kidding me
That was
right
the-
now?
that-
What
that was-
what am I supposed to say?"
That's
to
why
that?
it was the best thing ever. Totally shut him up. He had nothing to say.
That was Caden's best like shot at me, and my best shot back at Caden was he tried to say something to me, and I said, "Just be better." And that
What
was
are you
that.
supposed if you're complaining about something
and you just go,
then
"Just
someone
be
says-
better," and you're just like, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I
what-
think that would help.
Yeah, no shit. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've ever said something to either of y'all that y'all are just like speechless over, because I feel like I just get bombarded if I try and make you an argument.
you said stuff that like has had me speechless because I'm laughing.
Of stupidity.
Yeah, I'm laughing at you. I'm almost never laughing with you, Mason.
Mason, you've had me speechless because I've said a joke and you didn't get it right away, so neither of us were talking.
You know,
You're
it's
just
funny.
staring at each other.
That's happened a lot in my childhood.
It's
not
happened in
getting
your like
jokes, and I'm just
adulthood too.
I'll just sit there and was like, "Oh, I get it." And you could even, this is a story time just based on my childhood. One time, my brother said
Settle
a
in.
joke. We were on the way to like out to dinner or something as a family, and like we're just having a good time. We were all pretty close as a group, and my brother. I'll just put it this way: my brother's like a house asshole to my parents, just to all of us. I
Mhm.
mean, we love him for it, but I mean, Trenton, you are kind of our one, and he knows it, so it doesn't even matter. But he said something and we were just joking, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's laughing, having a good time. And Trenton said something and everyone just starts bursting out laughing. So I start bursting out laughing.
So you could fit in.
And then immediately I just go, I don't get it. And everyone just starts bursting laughing again. And then they had to explain it to me.
So this isn't a new thing?
The entire joke. No, it's not a new thing. I usually never get the joke after, like, can we let that demon in?
Yo, Archie's tearing it up. I was waiting for Joey to turn around.
Oh. He had to get some more vitamins. Yeah. Well, so yeah, it's not new. Not at all. I've always never gotten jokes on the spot. I wouldn't even say I'm like a slow person. Just
no, you're not slow. It's just a lot of things just kind of fly over your past your radar, you know.
Yeah.
Or
I don't even know how to come back at that because that's 100% accurate.
It's just who you are. Big news for me. I got AirPods today.
Yeah.
So I'm officially.
So you don't talk cheap or you don't talk poor.
Yeah.
Broke.
I don't hear broke as the thing. There it is again.
Damn it.
It's okay. It happens.
You knew what I meant.
We knew, but we just talked about your whole joke situation, and you messed that one up. But it's cool. AirPods. I feel bougie as shit when I wear them, but I love them so much. They're great.
You know, I did see a video on Instagram that apparently they advertise that they never like fall out of their ear. Well, I watched someone like pick one out of the urinal because there was one in the
urinal.
Yeah, because
Like
it
fell
dropped. Yeah.
Mine haven't. I've got them today, but they haven't fallen
mine
out.
haven't fallen out. Only worn them for an hour.
I wore them all day. Like they just sat in my ears.
Well,
You just double tap them, pauses the music or whatever podcast. If you're listening to a few.
What is that? Rule number
man.
34? Double tap.
Guys, I have to ask.
What?
Have y'all ever had to stick your hand in the toilet bowl?
What? Yeah. What? Oh.
Kane's like, what the fuck?
No.
You ever had to fish a little something out of a little?
Yeah.
Just get your hand in
I had
there.
to get my phone out one time.
Oh damn!
Never dropped my phone. Oh, I've almost had.
Did you try putting it in rice?
I tried turning it off and on again, and it just never turned back on.
What did you fish out?
I don't remember. I fished a lot of shit out of the toilet.
I feel like it's something weird.
Yeah.
Was it like?
Oh
after-
shit! I had a ring.
Oh
I
shit!
dropped in
Picked
it.
out shit.
Yeah. Was there shit in the toilet?
I think it was just piss, which was super lucky.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Have you ever drank your own piss?
No.
I don't
But it's
think
sterile,
so.
and I like the
Would you?
taste.
If you had to?
Oh yeah, I fucking wouldn't think about it if I had to.
If I had to, yeah, for sure.
But like,
Would you do it for fun?
no.
Just to see?
What if it said that it had crazy?
What's the point?
What if it had like crazy minerals where it's like natural steroids,
What?
and you just got like really buff with it, but like nothing bad happened to you?
All right, Patches O'Houlihan.
It's a
What are you
question.
What do you mean?
Drinking your pee. That's what I'm talking about. You're the one that brought it up. Don't act like I brought it up. All right?
I'm not. Just where did you go with drinking it for steroids?
All right,
I guess
guys.
I lost you.
4-ounce glass. How much do you have to get paid?
4-ounce glass of my own pee?
Yeah. Not even fully hydrated, so
Probably do it
it's
for
yellow.
$10,000.
I'd do it for less.
I'd definitely do it for less. I know it's not gonna fucking hurt me.
I'd probably do it for
I
like.
guess that's true. Yeah.
It's sterile and you like the taste.
Honestly, the first number, if someone handed me like $100 bill, I'd do it right now.
Oh shit!
And I have to pee, so.
It's my birthday and I have a big paycheck coming in next week. So
Are you inferring something?
If you guys want to give me $100 to drink my own pee, I will do it.
join us next week. This might happen. Holy
Crazy
shit.
story.
Yikes.
One of our girlfriends is gonna walk in. Kane's gonna be like standing on the table, pissing into a glass. We're gonna be
Why'd I
like,
have to piss in front of you guys?
no, we have to see it.
So I don't like trick you guys. Lemonade.
Yeah, no, we're not doing a little watered down Gatorade here. We're watching to completion from the source, farm to table, baby.
All right.
Like you've never seen it before.
If we want to do it and y'all have the money,
Then
I can
your
go for $100.
Dumb Bear Grylls ass can tell me about legendary grizzly bears. Could drink your own piss. This will be exciting. Maybe we should start a start collecting Venmos for Kane to drink his own piss.
Yo, let's do it.
I don't think I want to see that.
I definitely do.
We'll put a video up on our Patreon.
Not even.
That's going up on straight YouTube. Everyone's gonna see that shit.
Yeah, and then we'll on a private account.
Kaden
we'll
drinks
post,
piss for $100.
on a private account on Instagram. We'll put him peeing in a glass.
One guy, one cup. There's already one of those though. Since we're on the topic of doing things for money.
Oh, I was like, I don't want to talk about two girls.
Oh no.
I don't want to talk about that. You said since we're on the topic, I was like, no.
No, we don't have to talk. We don't have to go like in depth about how bad we got scarred from two girls, one cup.
I'd write a paper about it.
I don't know.
No,
maybe
you
it's too
didn't.
gross
That was
anyway.
100% voluntary.
No, pledgeship. Alabama.
Oh.
Either way.
Oh no, it wasn't Two Girls One Cup. It was her name was something Star, and it was called Alien Belly Porn. Oh,
Wait, hold on.
my God.
You didn't do any. That was voluntary.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't coerced to do it at all, and it was totally by choice.
Yeah.
I was never forced to do anything I didn't want to do.
Pledge free fraternity.
These hands don't haze.
These feet, though. Whatever. So how did you have to do an APA format?
Yeah, and we had to MLA cite the fucking video.
APA format, MLA site.
And
Weird choice.
it was 2 pages, which I thought was excessive.
Double space.
So double space? Yeah, I was like, I
No.
can do that.
Single space.
Handwritten. And we had to write, the prompt was, write how this video has positively impacted your life. So, me, naturally, and my buddies talked about how it was brought to our attention the extremes you can push the human body to.
Nice.
That was the only way we could figure out
Can
how
you just
I
describe
don't
a
know,
little
yeah.
snippet of
Of this video, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen it.
Here,
Collapse.
everybody close your eyes. Spread your legs. All right. Glad we're all uncomfortable, and hopefully you're not driving.
Oh yeah, if you're driving, don't close your eyes.
Oh, well, I'm glad you
spread your
just
legs.
saved 14 people's lives.
I mean, hey, I'm not trying to get sued.
But go look up alien belly porn, something, then her name, and then just put like star in quotes so that it searches just for
No.
that.
That wasn't
And you will
edited
find
in.
it. You will find it.
I'm not doing that.
That wasn't edited in. That was also a 3-second pause because that's how shook we were after that. Like, I just want everyone to know
We
that
need to
that
start
was not
videoing
edited.
these because that was the genuine.
Oh
So,
my god.
yeah, 2-page. Let's go.
I may cut it.
That was violently descriptive.
Yeah, that might have to get cut. You might actually have to go back and cut that.
Oh my God.
'Cause
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't.
fine.
I don't think I need to see it. I know what happened.
Yeah.
I saw it in my head,
Okay.
and now it's like
I may or may not cut it.
we'll see. Probably not, but maybe.
We'll see.
It's the most imagery we've ever used on this podcast.
That was really good.
Very vivid.
Yeah,
very
that was
vivid.
really good, Joey.
That's the shit you can't see on TV, folks.
You really painted a picture. You allowed me to stress my imagination there.
Yeah, and her butthole.
There it is.
Dude,
I can't. I can't. I have to keep it.
But dude, on a side note, if you're getting fisted in the ass,
What's the side note?
you tell me you have to. You can't lie to me. Like, you are definitely shitting baseball bats for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just like
You're like that hamburger you ate might not even change diameter. It's just gonna fall out of your ass.
Krabby Patty comes out of your ass.
Oh shit!
this podcast got really gross.
Oh my God!
Well,
It definitely
Did I say-
escalated from what I. It makes me drinking piss not that bad.
100%. Now this $100 or can I get on this or
You can open your eyes. You can open your eyes now.
I think
Oh,
I'd rather
man.
drink my pee before watch that video.
Oh, we're gonna have to start a list here, and we're gonna rank the things in order that we would do before all the others. Just we'll slowly put it together over the podcast episodes to come. But wow, yeah, that
was raunchy.
I'm just gonna no, we're done. I'm just gonna change the subject. Can we talk about how Girl Scouts can't take no for an answer?
Wait,
what the fuck? The only time I saw that was in a porn video.
What?
Oh. Joey, we're trying to get away from that topic.
I literally just got a text saying if I wanted any Girl Scout cookies, and if I say no, they're gonna get my money either way.
You're 21 years old, living in Lubbock. Who do you know that's selling Girl Scout cookies personally enough to text you?
I got a text.
I don't know. It was Ellie.
Is she selling Girl Scout cookies?
Dude, they're posted up on every single store. So Walmart.
Mason, I need names. What preteens are texting you to sell you Girl Scout cookies? This is weird.
Yeah, I'm definitely cutting that one out. I'm not gonna get.
Do you feel like just a shit human when you do tell a Girl Scout no?
Kinda. Like, don't you feel kind of bad?
No, they are the most pushy people ever. You think door-to-door salesmen are bad?
Not that pushy.
Well, you say, "Hey, would you like any Girl Scout cookies?" And you say, "No, I don't have any money," because they're literally $6 a packet for like 20 cookies. And they're like, "Oh, okay."
They're also posted outside
every
grocery
single
store.
Walmart. Yeah.
So like you have money.
Brace yourselves because this is gonna be bad. You can fucking buy Girl Scout cookies at like Dollar General year round. It's not even seasonal.
Not true.
They're not the same name, but they're the same goddamn thing.
There's great value ones.
Well, you're also supporting the Girl Scouts too.
No. Fuck that.
What do they support?
Girl Scouts destroyed Boy Scouts because now Boy Scouts can not only include boys, they have to include everyone now. So what's the fucking point?
Political. Too political. Calm down.
No.
Reel it back, Joey.
No. We're getting political right now.
No.
Guy Fieri is a chef.
And that's the end of the podcast.
I'm going to bring you a list, and we're going to go through, and we're going to play Who's a Chef
All right,
with Mason Shank.
Like us on iTunes, like us on Spotify, leave us comments down below, subscribe to us, and thank you for sticking with us with this cringe. All right, guys. Sorry. Mason had to collect himself. Yes, I am Mason talking.
Third person.
The people deserve to know.
So... yeah, whatever.
Here we go.
I got a little outtaken. I was just like,
Mason and Joey have this really long, ongoing argument.
Hey, you kind of started it.
We'll premise it with this. Okay, we were watching.
Let's just make Caden look like a dumbass real quick.
First, we'll just to ease the mood a little bit. Guy Fieri has a show where he goes around restaurants and tries food. I was sitting on the couch. I was tired. It was a long day.
Oh, dude.
I wanted to move. I needed to move. I had to get my blood flowing. I accidentally called Guy Fieri Bobby Flay.
Okay? I'm actually kind of glad that I stopped this podcast and started again because now there's no lag.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much. I have my headphones on.
Yeah, so I accidentally called Guy Fieri Bobby Flay. I said, whoa, Bobby Flay has like the best job in the world. And then Joey said something, and then
I said nothing, and that was the problem.
Yeah, no one said anything, and I looked around, and they were just like staring at me, and then Mason started laughing, and I was like, "What?"
Go figure. Mason laughs at something.
When Mason's the first to laugh, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I messed something up. What did I mess up? Like that's Bobby Flay on TV."
You're just convinced
with the blonde tips and everything.
Not even close.
and then someone told me there was Guy Fieri. I knew it was Guy. It was an honest mistake. But I don't know.
Yeah, you knew that Guy Fieri was that guy, but you thought that guy was named Bobby Flay at the time.
For that brief moment.
For that 15 seconds of me.
I don't know why. I don't even really know
that you said
Bobby
that
Flay like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, then I started the discussion on Guy Fieri, and then
No, this is Caden said something along the lines of what, same thing or something like that, and I said not the same thing. Bobby Flay's a chef. Bobby Flay ate.
No, Bobby.
Oh shit!
Messed it up.
Guy Fieri is not a chef. Bobby Flay is. That is what I said.
Yeah.
And Joey's cooking in the kitchen and just goes, what?
Just stopped what he was doing.
Yeah,
Not-
just stopped.
not having that.
Burnt the eggs, if that's even possible, and everything. And just was like, are you kidding me?
It
And
was
so
So
on.
now we have
So, yeah,
now there's just
now
this
there's
thing going
ongoing
back and forth,
conversation.
and
it's
You know what? Let's hear it from the horse's mouth, the fraud himself. What Food Network TV personalities are not chefs?
Guy Fieri,
And
that's it. Right?
Rachel Ray.
I will say
Who's
Her
the
food
pioneer woman?
is not. Oh shit! I don't know much about her, but
I
feel like we
I
just
am gonna-
lost half our audience.
No, I am gonna venture. I am gonna venture this out real quick. Rachel Ray actually says that she is not a chef.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
She does verbally say, like, people call her a chef, but Rachel Ray herself states that she is not a chef.
Okay. I know there's more things to go along with, and some people might disagree with Rachel Ray. Some
Mhm.
people might say that she could be considered a chef.
Mm-hmm.
So using that logic, just playing devil's advocate, not picking sides.
No worries.
Guy Fieri.
I already know what side you're on. I know what everyone's side is on,
Guy
except for mine.
I mean, I'm pretty indifferent. Like, it's not like a big argument for me. Guy Fieri on the show did say he was a chef.
He did.
He
The
did.
following episode, which was so convenient.
Yeah. Joey paused it and everything, rewound it so
Yeah.
everybody could hear it.
I mean, that's not something Joey doesn't do.
That's
So.
true.
I actually haven't rewound like a sports game in a minute. When? When
I
was the
don't
last? Yeah, because y'all gave
I
me
was
shit
really
for
I
it,
was-
and I stopped.
I was really thinking.
as soon as you guys started giving me shit for it, I stopped.
You rewind other
I don't
things,
mind.
though.
No, I don't mind when you rewind it.
I'll
I don't mind when
rewind
you
it.
rewind every 30 seconds.
If I say, "Did you see that?" and you go, "What?" or "Did you hear that?" and you go, "What?" I'll rewind
Yeah.
it so you can hear it.
I guess the one time when I did give you shit about that, I said what like 80 times because I wasn't paying attention to the game and like a lot of shit was going on apparently. And Joey was like, "Dude, did you see that? Did you see that?" And I was like, "What? No." And then he was like, "Oh, come on." I bet
here we go.
I bet he was aggravated at the amount of times that he had to rewind for that.
Wasn't even by
But to
choice
go back-
at that point.
Go back on the premise. So yeah, he did say that he was a chef in that.
Yeah.
And whatever. I'm not going to lay down and say that he is. Like, I'm not going to put my foot down and just like go ahead and, cause I'm already in too deep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
It's
I
like,
mean, you could change your mind.
It's against my moral code. No,
But-
not my,
Oh,
no, my, just like,
it's more pride?
Yeah,
your
it's more pride, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know what the
But-
statistic is, but it's like a high percentage of people who are faced with evidence against their beliefs fall back heavier into their beliefs than they
I think
do
that's
like convert.
yeah, I was about to say, I think
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
yeah, I think
It's a
that's
psychology.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that before. In
That's Mason right
psychology.
now.
Yeah, that is.
That's what's happening.
You got to stand your ground. Well, hold
I
on.
mean, okay, so my personal opinion is that he's not, because every single time. So I guess he's opened his restaurants and has cooked for him.
He
but
knows food.
He
That's
obviously
for sure.
knows food. Because I mean, if he wouldn't be on Food Network if they didn't.
The
Which I mean,
sauce is gangster.
that's kind of I was about to say that's kind of subjective because everything that he says for every single like diners, drive-ins, dives,
Triple D, baby.
every single time he says something, it's like the spices, the sauce, the taste. That's gangster. Oh man, that's good. What about him? Like what does that do to me? Saying, "Oh wow, that's so good."
That's a valid point.
He did not describe it to me. He did not. He just said, "Oh, the spices.
No.
Oh, the paprika."
he told me
which
exactly-
barely has any taste to it at all.
No, he tells me
Okay.
exactly what's going down with the dish. It takes you to Flavor Town. That's all you need to know, Mason.
Mason, that's a good point, though.
You know, good point.
I've been on a huge Gordon Ramsay watching binge.
Fucking
Okay.
love
So
Gordon
he's good.
Ramsay.
I like him.
Gordon Ramsay will eat something.
You would
And, like,
never,
break
nobody
down-
would dare.
Call him not a chef.
no. He'd show up right
Get
now.
your ass
Beat
eaten
your ass.
immediately.
But like he'll eat something and like break down every ingredient that's in that dish.
That man uses 3 different kinds of beef in his hamburgers.
That's kind of awesome.
Remember we watched his hamburger video,
Yeah.
and then the next day we went and made the hamburger.
We went and did it. Oh my God.
It's pretty good. It's
So,
pretty damn good.
And then another thing that I was saying, so he doesn't really explain that,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really do a lot of research, but I was just like I had to have some kind of evidence towards
some
my
ground.
to
go on.
To
Yeah.
go on. And every single time I've seen the man actually cook on TV, which I think he should cook more if he's an actual chef, he cooks like he's on Rachel Ray or something, who states that she's not a chef.
You know what Guy Fieri reminds me of? I feel like his embodiment, like if he was a restaurant, he'd be like Chili's.
Oh, dude, I see that so much.
I can't get that out of my head.
It's really sad, but like
I'm kind of shocked that he didn't like found
a big
was
chain.
Chili. I doubt he's a founder of
A
Chili's.
big chain. I don't think he's a big chain guy. But
Well, he has a lot of restaurants.
Like
in,
everything about, like,
Las
baby
Vegas
back
and Cali and
ribs.
stuff.
that's like it's. I get what you're saying. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Crazy. I can't get that out of my head.
Hi, welcome to Chili. This sauce is gangster. 3 for 10's back because it's gangster. God damn it!
And we're rolling out.
Maybe that's what Chili's needs in their next ad campaign.
Looking
Guy
for the
Fieri.
greatest Chili's location in all the land.
Pull up to a Chili's in the red Camaro. What could
What's
be better?
Yeah.
What's
I don't
better?
know. I don't know.
All right, who's your favorite chef, Mason?
Chef. I was about to say my brother.
I almost led off with besides your brother or Chef Boyardee because that doesn't count.
Remy from Ratatouille.
Oh, dude, I was.
Oh fuck! That's not even like in the
Gusto.
realm of what I was
Gusto.
considering. It
Well-
wasn't even close.
We got something to say about it?
Shit.
All right then.
I
Exactly.
feel like that
Who
totally
is my-
undermines the point of all of this.
Favorite chef. Oh, I don't really know many. I'll be honest with you.
If you spend time in a girl's house in college, Food Network's on like 80% of the time.
I like Food
So, I mean,
Network.
I'm
It was
not
a
gonna
nice little
say-
time
That means you
waster.
should know some chefs.
I mean,
We
I
are
like-
young adults, damn it.
Oh, I don't know any chefs. Gordon Ramsay, Bobby Flay.
Yeah, those are the only two I
Wolf-
see on
Wolfgang
Food Network.
Puck.
Oh yeah,
he
guess
does
him.
he does Reunion Tower.
That's about it.
I can tell you so there's a Netflix series called The Final Table. I don't know his name, but I really like clicked to this one dude from Mexico who opened up his own taco stand and then like made like nothing out of something, and now he's like a
What?
crazy
I bet those-
3-star
No,
Michelin chef.
was that backwards?
What? Did I say nothing to something?
You said he made nothing out of something.
Something? Yeah, he made something,
Something
out of nothing.
Because
Yeah, my
making
bad.
nothing out of something.
That would be really bad.
That would be terrible. I connected with that. We were tied after that.
We both just
No.
went head first into the ground.
The way that guy brought his heritage into his cooking with another person. So the whole Final Table thing is that they pick a partner to join with or like
Mhm.
cook with, and they're all like they all have different kind of backgrounds, and they bring all their like heritage and stuff into their cooks or
Mhm.
to their cooks,
Their
to their food,
food.
their meals. And for some reason, I loved watching him because he was so happy in the moment and all of this, because like you just see mad stress on these like final tables and
Yeah.
and like guys grocery games. But oh my
Triple
God.
G.
Yeah, no, that's really a thing. Yeah,
It's Triple G and Triple D. Those are his big shows.
But I would say that guy from Mexico is. I mean, he literally made a taco stand into a 3-star Michelin like restaurant. And it's pretty cool.
Damn. That's tight. I bet those tacos are dank.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I bet he lives in Austin.
Do you have another question for me?
Probably.
You said you were going to leave off the premises of just things to prove your point, or not prove your point. I don't know.
I said I was
honestly-
not going to directly engage.
Yeah. That's what you say. You say you weren't going to try and change my mind, but
I
your
just wanted to
questions
ask the
may or
question.
may not.
No, that's not the point. I just want to know who else you think is a fraud on Food Network.
Yeah.
Because if
I don't think he's a fraud.
Putting words in his mouth.
I mean, I guess if he calls himself a chef and I'm saying he's not a chef, that I guess that's
Oh yeah.
calling
I
him
guess
fraud.
it is kind of.
I guess you can infer it.
I was
But-
trying to figure out like where I went wrong.
But
That's pretty spot on, Joey. Yeah.
I don't think he's a fraud.
How
He
could-
just-
what?
It's my personal opinion that he's not a chef. He doesn't really practice. I've never really seen him. I feel like if he was good at being a chef and he really wants to be a chef, he has all the power in the world to have a cooking channel.
Or is like his own show.
Or his own
cooking.
show where he's cooking.
Yeah.
But every single show that he's done, or that in my lifetime that I've kind of been keeping up with, was other people cooking or him critiquing other people's work.
Okay, here's a question. So let's say Guy Fieri, he was on like a cooking show, and judges had to judge his food.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he'd be able to do anything? Like, you think he'd be able to cook well?
Honestly, yeah, because I mean, like his background.
He's well versed.
Yeah,
he probably knows his stuff well enough to like play his own games.
I'm not going to deny that man could probably cook up some dank shit.
He makes some badass Easy Mac.
So then what makes somebody a chef?
Because you can make some badass ribs, but if you don't really have some twist to it, if you can't, so my whole premise on it is that like if he was given something that he wasn't already like prepared to do it, and he tried to transform it, so I'm like on those like
Chopped.
Food or Chopped or something where they say you have to put this ingredient in it. Do you think you really could do it?
Maybe.
I mean,
because he's seen it done like so many different things done so many different ways.
I guess
he could probably go off of his knowledge.
And he does it. He does it himself. Like he picks it. I think okay.
I guess my biggest thing with this, now that we're talking, I am leaning a little bit
towards Joey's side. No, I'm not surprised.
There are a lot worse. I'm sure there's a lot worse people who claim to be chefs.
Yeah.
Or went to culinary school and then like cook now. And that can't cook as well as
probably he could.
So the whole thing this leans back on.
You got a point there. I mean, yeah.
The whole thing this falls back on is, when do you become a chef? Like, what's the line?
Yeah, it's like, or like what? Yeah, what's the line?
Like,
where is it?
Do you have to go to culinary school? Because I know that's not true.
Yeah.
Do you have to go study cooking just specifically and like be the head chef somewhere? Like where? When do you get your stripes? Damn it.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
That's the question of the day.
But then Mason,
I bet he probably earned his stripes then.
But also what
wink, wink.
What you're saying is, he also hasn't like shown us in like large quantities that he is a chef. That's your main point.
I guess not in public.
That's your main. That's like your main
my
argument.
I guess. Yeah.
So.
I don't think the people want to see him cook. The people want to see him take us to Flavor Town.
Because he's a TV personality.
He's both. So is Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, but Gordon Ramsay's a chef.
He is. But he also yells and screams, which makes him a great TV personality just by default.
He's like a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm. Jada's hot.
I'm just going to leave it at
Makes
this.
her good. Jada. She's an Italian chef.
We went to an Italian restaurant in Maui. Odd flex. But I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with y'all.
No, it was weird. It was a weird flex. Wanted to say he just had to flex on us.
We went there, and Guy Fieri went to this place, and Ellie's dad, the Daver, shout out Dave.
He
what? Why are you laughing?
Nobody's gonna understand.
I know. Well. Why? Owen.
I have the longest dash. Fuck you.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Yeah. No one would ever get that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry I had to bring that up on y'all. Because, no one would have gotten that. And I'm not even going to try and explain it. But we went there. Guy Fieri went there and he got the fish and chips and said that was the best fish and chips he's ever had. And so I shit you not. Dave said, I want the fish and chips. And he's like, oh, really? Is that all you want? And 5 or 6 times he said, if it's good for Guy Fieri, it's good for me.
Oh,
just like that. 5 or 6 times. I was like, and what'd you like on the side? If it's good for Guy Fieri, it's good for me.
Oh no.
Did Dave like it?
I think so.
Yeah.
If he ate it all,
he sure sold it if he didn't.
After that many times of saying it, yeah,
you're like Mason. You're committed now.
Oh yeah. You're into way too deep, buddy.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
I am in too deep.
I'm glad everybody got to expose or listen to us expose Mason.
Yeah,
I was totally middle. Like I didn't care of the argument at all. But as I started talking about it, and now that I have to talk about it, I'm definitely leaning towards.
I must say
that
was one of my favorite moments in our work group text ever. It was about 15 Guy Fieri gifs and memes in a row. It was amazing. It was a thing of beauty.
I'm surprised Mason didn't throw his phone at the wall.
I was about to leave the conversation.
We should have brought you right back.
No.
I know you. No,
There's nothing
that everybody
lower.
would have done it like at the same time.
There's nothing lower than leaving a conversation because that means like you've accepted defeat.
Yeah.
I have been defeated. Just because there's so many people coming at me, it's making me
bro.
uncomfortable.
No, stand against it. Fight against it. Be strong.
1v20, 50,
counting.
50-50, 50-50 Fortnite. Come on, come at me. That's how I feel right now.
1v20 360 no
It's a
scope.
build battle right now, and I am.
We are on top.
I am. Yeah, and I am.
We definitely have high ground.
I am
on
getting revived somehow
you. by yourself.
by myself. I have quick revive on, and I'm just going at it.
You're just
So.
you're just-
PvP. Battle Royale.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well,
All right. We finally
We're out of
got
it.
to this.
We got to it.
yeah. Joey's been waiting for it.
Yeah.
But Caden's definitely drinking his own piss.
I was like, what else is she say?
Mason, go ahead and click it.
All right, guys. We fucking did it. We made it to the end of the podcast. I can stop wasting your time now, and you can resume doing whatever the hell you're going to do on a Friday or Saturday, whenever.
Or Sunday. Or on a Wednesday.
Maybe you're listening to this on a Tuesday while we're recording the next episode. Either way, I don't give a shit. I'll see you next week.
Love you guys.
Later.
Peace.